Hello, all. This is Tanita Tucker, and the topic for my presentation today is same sex couples who parent. I chose the topic for quite a few different reasons, but one of the main reasons why I chose to talk about same sex couples who parent is because I live in upstate New York, and in my community, in my neighborhood, same sex couples who parent, that family type, that family structure is actually normal. We have a lot of same sex couples who parent in my neighborhood, and I'm very aware of the fact that on a larger scale throughout the United States, that this family structure is actually what's considered a non-normative family because it isn't consisting of a heterosexual couple with a child or children. There's another family that most people are familiar with outside of the heterosexual family, which is a family that's considered a blended family. And blended families usually consist of a heterosexual couple, and they have children. Either one or both parties have children from previous relationships or marriage, and they blend the family, hence the term blended family. The rainbow family, which is the family that I will be discussing today, is actually a family which consists of same sex parents and their child or children. And as same sex marriage becomes legal in more states in the United States of America, the number of children that are being raised by same sex parents has increased, which means we, as a collective whole, should be paying attention to this family structure, this family type. With the increase in this type of family in the society, it's very important that we recognize them and that we include them, especially with the children, because they spend so much time in the schools and in the school system. And for a child to attend school on a daily basis every day, and for the curriculum to be taught to them that isn't very inclusive or looks like or feels like home, they can really feel like an outsider. So it's very important that they feel included. Some interesting information that I would like to share with you in reference to this type of family and the children is the fact that they exist. They are visible. They are a part of us as a collective whole. There are about 2 million children that are being raised in same sex households that are living here, right in the United States of America. Um, they're here. So that's a pretty large number, which means that we should be paying attention. 2 million is a huge number. The research that I came across and some of the findings, there was actually a study on some children that live in households that are being parented by same-sex couples. And in this particular study, 50% of the children reported that they were bullied or intimidated, and some of them even experienced physical and sexual violence in school just because they have parents who are of the same sex. And that is something that definitely should be addressed. Some other interesting information in reference to same sex couples and their children. There is a large number of children, like I said, that are being raised in same sex households, and they still have, relationships with the other parent, per se, that doesn't live within the household. And sometimes those relationships can be challenging or face some type of strain as everyone adjusts to the new family. However, there was a predominantly positive response from some children that were interviewed that live in households that are being parented by same-sex couples, and a majority of them report that they don't have an issue or a problem being raised by same-sex parents, which is great. There was also a study conducted on about 78 17-year-old adolescent children, and it was found that they were academically successful. They had strong family bonds, with the parents that were raising them, and also just overall their general family. And they also had great friendships with people that accepted the fact that they were being raised in same sex households. It's very important for us to understand that what was considered the family unit, per se, has changed a long time ago. And as children are being raised, And whether it be a heterosexual family or blended family, or what we're talking about today, a rainbow family, as long as they are being raised in a supportive, loving environment, it shouldn't matter if the parents are heterosexual or same sex. Sexuality shouldn't be the defining factor in reference to what deems to be a good, per se, parent or a good household. So, in conclusion, I would just like to say that families come in all shapes, sizes, and forms. There are some children that are being raised by grandparents. There are some children that are being raised by aunts and uncles. And then we have the families that we were talking about: the heterosexual family, the blended family, and the rainbow family. It doesn't really matter as long as these children and these families are being included and they are being treated fair and with equality. They should be able to be visible and recognized. And as a society, and also especially within our school system and the public places, again, I cannot stress the importance of showing them respect and making them feel included and fostering a sense of fairness and safety for all. Thank you.